hope you're doing good. I'm so happy to get into mindset today, and I'm absolutely so ecstatic that you're here and you're watching this video. So let's get started right away. So when it comes to mindset, the most important thing I feel like you need to have is self-awareness. Most of us are acting in a non-self-aware state, and what I mean is we're doing toxic things that we're not necessarily aware of, or the worst is when you're aware of them but you don't do anything to fix it. And this absolutely correlates to your mindset. If you do not change your mindset, you cannot be consistent in anything because you believe that you're inconsistent and nothing's going to work out. If you have a inner belief that nothing ever works out and no matter how hard you try, nothing is going to work out, then that's exactly what your reality is going to be like. You go in with doubts and your doubts get proven. So the first step I would say is to get a piece of paper or your iPad or your phone, get a paper out and start jotting down what your beliefs are. What are your beliefs towards success? What are your beliefs towards organization? Do you have a belief that you're a messy person? Who put that belief onto you? Was it your parents? Was it you? Was it an experience that happened a while ago that you've internalized? This is the type of self-awareness work, self-love work that needs to be done when it comes to changing your mindset. Your mindset is how you think about things. It's how you navigate the world based on how you think. Damn, I didn't even Google search that shit, but yeah, I'm literally just winging this if I'm being honest. And the way the actions you take affect your beliefs, or maybe it's the other way around, but your beliefs affect the actions that you take. So I'm going to name a few laws that I found that I think that pertain to mindset that I think are very useful for you guys. The first is called the law of belief. This means whatever you believe becomes reality. So if you believe that you're a failure, guess what? You're going to attract failure. If you believe that you are a messy person, guess what? Everything you do is going to be messy. If you believe that you are not worthy of love, guess what? You ain't going to attract love. And this isn't it is a bad thing, you know what I mean? Because we sometimes unconsciously act in these ways because we don't even realize their beliefs, until we start to notice a pattern. So I'll give an example. If all of your partners are pieces of shit, or if all of your partners end up cheating on you, or if all of your partners, it's always some disrespectful shit, it's never like a peaceful type of relationship, then it's not only them. I'm not saying that they aren't the problem, which they are, but something inside of you also probably believes that you are worthy of that, or you deserve some type of mistreatment from your partner. So I would say the first step is to write down your beliefs, write down your current beliefs on organization, and ask yourself questions like, if your belief, for example, is I'm a messy person, who put that into your head? Who made you feel like you are this disorganized being? And was it you? And start asking yourself why. Why did I believe this? What happened in my childhood, or what has happened? What experiences did I had that reinforced this idea? And how am I reinforcing this idea now? This is why I named the law of belief, because when you believe that this is the case, you act in such. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So my next law is called the law of values, and this is what you truly value and believe is only and always expressed in your actions. So this again has to do with mindset. And this is why it's so important. I'm always going to say this. This is why it's so important to have some type of self-awareness, because you know, if you believe that you are a disorganized person, you know what a disorganized person does? They don't set their day up for success the night before. They don't plan. They don't have any type of time management. And you can ask yourself, how are you contributing to this, you know? And this is a form of self-sabotage, especially when, like, I would say it's less when you're unaware of it because it's like in the dark, right? But when you're aware of it, it's just self-sabotage at this point. So my next law would be the law of forced efficiency. The more things you have to do in a limited period of time, the more you will be forced to work on your most important tasks. Now this can go in, because I think I'm going to say it again, in time management, but in order to have a good mindset, and in order to achieve whatever you want to do, it's important to put a deadline on it. And this is why even in schools there's deadlines for things. Well, partially because, you know, how else is the teacher going to be able to grade if there's no deadline? But also it's more of an incentive to get things done. So for example, if you need to clean your car out, for example, right, and you write that on your list but there's no date, when is that going to get done? You get what I'm saying? If that's like and that could be a big goal, because we'll talk about like the differences between big and small goals. But if your, let's say, big goal is to clean your car out and you put no date on it and it just sits on your list, then, you know, it's not going to get done. And that's why it's called the law of forced efficiency. You need to put dates and times, you know, to finish things, so that you finish things. It creates a sense of urgency within yourself to finish. Like, and I just want to like add that like changing your mindset is not like a, oh, today I'm going to change my mindset thing. It's an active habit that you need to maintain throughout your life. It's not just a 1, 2, 3 snap thing, you know? So the first step is to write out your beliefs. Ask yourself questions as to why you believe in that. Your second step would be to write out new beliefs. Write out new beliefs you would like to adapt, and start asking yourself, in what way would my actions reflect those beliefs? So I'll give you an example. This series is about organization. So if I want to be more organized, what would an organized person do? Organized people usually have lists or things that they need to get done. They can either, you know, have it in their head, write it down, whatever it is, and that immediately. And an organized person takes action on those lists. So you asking yourself, am I taking actions on this list, shows that you're not acting in a way that is organized. You get what I'm saying? So even with anything, like if your main goal, I guess, is to learn a new language, and you're not I guess studying every day about it, doing at least 15 minutes a day, you know, taking steps towards those actions, actually doing something with it. Are you are you acting in accordance to your highest self? So yeah, mindset isn't easy. Like, I'm still working on my mindset. Mindset is not an easy thing to do. It was hard for me to even like make this video. Like, I don't know, I'm not saying I love like the series that I'm doing, but like to actively get up and do a video, I always like, I feel dread for some reason. And I think it's because I have a problem with like authenticity. Like, I don't like people seeing like my true self or how I feel, and I think that's something that I want to work through. And that's why I said, like I said, posting videos is like an act of self-love for me, because yeah, I just feel like there's nothing wrong with me, and I deserve to show my authentic self without feeling like I'll be judged, especially since people are gonna judge you anyways. So fuck it. But a part of me, mindset, still believes that, you know, I guess that I'm gonna be judged so profusely. And I think it's because I am a Virgo, and I judge myself, and I pride myself on being a perfectionist and getting things done. And it's when I don't live up to my own expectations, it kind of like dampers on my mood. And I, you know, so that's like a belief that I'm working on, that everything needs to be perfect in order for me to post, you know. Like I honestly, like I I used to think that like image was everything. Basically image is everything, but like I really, not that I don't care about my image, but just that like I am not going to internalize how I feel I want to show up to the world that day, you know. And too many people internalize it, and I feel as if I've internalized it in some way. So this is the mindset that I'm working on. I'm working on self-love. I'm working on showing up authentically as myself, and that's not an easy thing to do. And when it comes to setting goals for organization, setting yourself up for success means setting your mind up for success too. It means speaking kindly to yourself. It means being your number one fan. It means showing up even when you don't feel like it, because God, I don't feel like it. It means pushing yourself and parenting yourself, because you really have to parent yourself, especially when it comes to things that you don't want to do. And what I'll do is, like, I'll link below some PDFs or some forms and whatnot that you guys can fill out when it comes to your mindset, some work that you could do. And I don't know, I just hope that this journey, you take your time with this journey, you don't rush this journey, and I hope it brings some type of self-awareness within yourself, because organization is just one thing, you know, it's just one aspect of life, you know. You're gonna have to change your mindset with a lot of things, and you can use the same formula for different things, especially when it comes to going after what you want to do in your life. So maybe your goal is to be a nurse, or your goal is to be, I don't know, a rock star, but you don't have the belief, you don't believe in yourself to do that, and there's just so much work that needs to be done. It's not unachievable, but it takes work. It takes a lot of work, and the question you need to ask yourself is, am I worth it enough to put in the work to change my mindset to achieve a better quality of life? So yeah, just think about that. And I really hope that you guys have a good day. Like I said, I'm so happy that you're here. My next video is going to talk about planning, so I'm going to give you some tips about planning. I'm going to tell you what planning is. I'm going to show you how to plan when it comes to you specifically. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next video.